Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. In this one, I'm going to be skipping around just a little bit because here's the plan. In order for me to get the space elevator stuff up, such as the automated wiring, the versatile framework, I need to get a few things done. So what I've done is I've organized this. It looks a lot better. You know what I mean? Lines are a little straighter. It's a little chaotic coming out of these. It always has been. So some of the lines have to come down. It's just, if I organized it better down the way. But then the problem with doing it down that direction is that if you ever are transporting yourself up this line, crossing, it gets in the way. So I found that bringing it in the way it happens, meaning, like this bottom one here. Well, the mine for it's right over there, so this is the best place to bring it in. And I'm not going to transport it up top, so that's just the best way. I could tweak it. Yep, you're absolutely right. But I find this is fairly neat. I have one limestone. I'm going to put that over to limestone. I have 3 copper. They're right here. I took the sulfur and I put it upstairs because I don't need it down here. I need it up there. And then these are 3 coal lines running. Okay, and they run off and da-da-da-da. Well, I can run stuff down below here for a certain distance. I don't mind doing it. Like I said, this is where the raw commodities come into my factory and get transported around. And I organized all of the iron. So it's running into my iron area, and it's all nice and neat and clean, and about as neat as clean as I can get. I could probably tweak it a little bit more, but that's good enough for me. But yeah, that cleans that up so that I can run around. And as always, I keep everything all organized as to what I got coming in, and that will change in the future as I up my mines. Now, plan for the future is today, and I'm going to skip this whole part. I'll show you where I'm going to go, because that one is full. I'm going to start working on this one over here. So out here, I know I have copper mines out there. So I'm going to go get some more copper. I redid my planner, and I'll shove that onto the screen right now and just give you a little overlay. I cut out all of the other building. I still have the other one. The numbers are still the numbers. I'm still going to need them. But you'll notice in this one, the amount of ore and ingots and stuff that I need are counted down. I have the proper recipe for screws now, so that I'm going iron ingots right into screws. Okay, so the numbers look a little less if you compare to the other one that I'm doing. But here's the thing. I took out all the ammunition. I took out all of the other stuff. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to make it. It just means I took it out because initial planning, I don't need all that stuff right now. All of the end game stuff. I don't need it all right now. So I'm going to put copper. I'm going to bring it up, all of it up through here. This is my copper area. That's what I put down on my blueprint for my spreadsheet. I'm going to bring more copper in here. I only have 2 lines, and they're both crystal, running us right now anyways. So that is the plan. I'm going to do a lot of that off camera, just like when I organize that thing. I'm just gathering mines, everybody. It's pretty simple stuff. I don't have flight yet. I don't even have, the rocket or whatever yet. So running around is actually not easy. But I bring things in just like this. I'll put down a mine. I'll bring it in. Go through the wall. Sometimes it's a double, sometimes a single. And then, it's as simple as putting up, stuff on the side of the wall, if it fits, which it didn't. So it's as simple after that as bringing it in, having these, and then you just, that's it. And you run it down the wall, and you run it inside this. This is why I don't finish these right away. You'll notice it's very unfinished. Well, of course, because I got mines all around here that I have to bring into this and then bring them into the side of the factory. Now, there was a question as to why I build such an apparatus for this. Okay, later on, when you're running hundreds of thousands, well, maybe not hundreds, tens and tens of thousands of pieces of commodities and everything in, when I mouse over or when I look this direction, you can't see all of the belts running. It helps for lag later on, I've noticed. rather than having open belts running across the countryside, rather than having, 100 trucks running on the countryside. I find this cuts down a lot on my frames, or on my frame rate. It's just something I've noted. Maybe I'm loco. Leave me a comment in the comment section. But that is what I'm going to tackle. I will get right back to you when this is done. See you in a minute. Hey everybody, so I thought I'd check in here. I've got a bunch of mines going into the one side, and I still make stairways that don't connect down to the ground so that monsters can't come up. I just wanted to mention, as you're building, you want to figure out your first mine and then build backwards. I hope I'm communicating this. It's hard to get out after you've built. So you have to choose where your doors are going to be, where your stuff is going to be. These two lines are going to have to go up one. Okay, because I have another one coming in right here. So as lines come in, you have to head up. And then, of course, you can still get out if you put your doorway there. Okay, simply by ducking. Okay, so you just duck. As I bring lines in, I find it easier to drop these and then go down a little bit in between, like the first one's there and that's it, and then that doesn't cause any clipping. I combined some of these lines. I'm going to combine some of them afterwards because it wasn't convenient to do it before. I'm trying to make each one of these a 240, meaning it comes in at a 240. I put up large towers just so I can get way out into the bush where I brought this in from. I'm going to take a quick trip out there just to show you. As I bring the lines in, like I said, I combined some, like the limestone just below me. I brought it in from there. There wasn't too many other mines out there, so I didn't have a problem with that. There's no other mines out this direction, so when it came down to it, I condensed these two limestones because they were 120 each. I did overclock a couple of things back in here. Just because, like I said, when I bring a line out, I would like it to be 240 before I bring it into my main factory. That way, the math is always going to work out to begin with anyways. Until I can up the miners to MK3s, until I can overclock them after that, and whatever else I do. I do have a bunch of slugs collected. I do have a bunch of overclocking at my disposal. I didn't go that direction. I'm thinking of coming in from the other way to get these ones. But once you bring 4 lines in an area, I don't like to bring too many more. And so that's why I decided that the other lines that are on the other side of this big rock outcropping are going to come in from the other side. Which is going to include this one. As it is just a normal iron, but I'm going to bring that in, just over the hill and bring it into there. Probably right here. But I don't like to bring things in beside each other a lot. It can get rather full. And my other issue is I have now filled up the west side of this thing. And so I'm going to have to be careful what else I bring in. I do have my eyes on a couple of coal mines out back there. There's some more stuff to bring in, but there is only one line left up top. That's this one right here. It's the one on top of the coal. That's the only line on the, now left side, basically the west side of this. It's the only line left. So what I'm going to have to start doing is crossing over, which is a good time to show you. I usually bring things in on a single wall conveyor hole, not doubles, because everything gets a little too cramped in here. Okay, so when trying to cross lines over, there's some fairly easy ways to do it, and then, you know, you can run into some rough ways to do it. The easiest way I found is I figure out where I can go, which is there, that line. Go here, bring it in. Oops. Go up with it. I'm sorry, that one was not needed. And then cross over. And did I go up? Oh, that's nice and level. And then I just check my my zip line before I sign off on this. So there we go. Now, if I need to, I'll cross over at that level and then go up with it if I need to go up in the belts, which is going to happen down this direction because I already see where this is going. I've got one line up there. That's it. That bottom one is. That's it. So I've got this line my cursor's on right now. And then the whole right side now, the west side, is all filled up. So that's how I cross lines over inside. I do it just low enough that it doesn't get in the way of my zipline tool and me being able to transfer, and yet it brings it across. And then once again, you're able to run underneath it as well. So it's pretty much halfway up the wall. Anyway, I'm going to continue with this, and I'll see you in a minute. Hey everybody, and I'm back. So I finished. What I did was I filled up all the lines in this. My resource bridge tunnel. I finished it all the way out, and I got all of my lines done up. I did run the big power poles a couple of places. I did make some condensing of 2 lines into one in a couple places. Other than that, I didn't do any work in the actual factory. I just wanted to get this done. And to be all honest, this took me about 6 hours to do. So I didn't really want to make a whole episode of me doing this because, well, this isn't that hard to figure out. I don't think. I mean, if anybody needs any questions, you know, ask questions. But as you can see, the commodities are full in all the belts. As I was bringing them in, I labeled them 120 overclocked impure, meaning I overclocked it double because I wanted 120 in copper ore because I'm going to mix it with another one down the line. You know, 2 times 120 overclocked impures, that makes it 240 on that line, and down the line. I labeled them all. There was a couple of times where I wanted to show you this. It's on this side. Okay. So sometimes I went out, under, back up, and then put in a merger so that the line I took it off of was 120 normal, right? And then that's 120, so I had 220 normals into a 240. That way all of the lines that run down here, and yeah, I moved over a bit, and I, you know, did what I had to do to tap all of the mines that are out here. Everything is an MK2. I put stairways down in places, but like I said before, don't connect them. You can always just jump, especially if you have the blade runners. But I would always leave a space. That way you don't get doggos, or not doggos, but the boars, the pigs. You don't get those guys running back. But anyways, it goes all the way down, and yeah, I mean, you know, the lines connect and all the rest of that fun stuff. And of course I left my, and it is powered, because of course that's what carries power out to a lot of places. And yeah, then the belts are all full. I condensed my quartz down to just 1. So now it's running at 240. I'm going to bring some more quartz in because the quartz isn't running, but it's enough for me to make the signage and whatnot. Then as I come out this end, I've got some iron that I'm going to run into another iron smelting area. I've got copper running over to, that's 3 copper, this is 3 copper. That's going to do my copper smelting area. And then I've listed everything, as I usually do. This is going to go, these are 3 stones. They're going to go over towards the stone area because that's going to be down that direction. I have another stone from there running over that direction. And yeah, well, that's, I mean, it's fairly, I mean, that's, I don't know. I think that's all pretty straightforward. It looks a little chaotic as it comes out. Not much you can do about that. I try to not hit or have any overlapping or any clipping or any of that fun stuff. Well, hard to do sometimes. It's not easy to organize to make sure that these guys go left and those guys go right, but I did a way better job on this one, only having 2 lines come over than the last one over there. Even though I cleaned it up, it's still, yeah. So this is right here. This is the copper smelting area. So I'm going to build my usual blueprints production copper smelting. So what I need to do is bring it up. And I think I'll bring it up right here to start. 5 and 6 lines. Excuse me. 6 lines at 240. I have a total of 1440 copper coming in. Now, when I was making my stuff, I'm just going to drag this across. I have my incoming lines, and I have them all written down, and then the totals down below as far as what's going on there. And then I redid... I didn't drag that across yet. I redid this. I explained it at the beginning, I do believe. It's been 6 hours since I did this, from what, 15 minutes since you saw it. Maybe 5. But I didn't include everything in this one. This is the basics. So that I can just get things started, and I do believe this cuts off supercomputers and such. Because I know what I need, and this to me is the important part in here. How much copper? How much this? So I've got 1440 copper, but I need 4,546. So yep, I'm going to be bringing in much more copper. And I even put in the proper screw recipe, so I still need 4,300. I've only got 24. So that's those extra lines of iron that are down below. That's going to make the extra stuff. And if we count the screws, I mean, I've got 4,050, right? I can't run that many because, 14 belts times 270. I can only run 3780, but those belts will upgrade eventually, and then they'll be running at full speed, and the whole screw area will be running at full speed. So, but here, I mean, this is how many screws I need just for a dumbed down version of this. Wow. Okay, yeah. So, I'm going to run this copper for now. And from here, blue pants, let's get the belt balancers. I have 6 lines, wasn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's stand on that one. Okay. Now can I put another one? Let's go H on that one. Ooh. How close am I always like to be 4 away. Am I even lined up? Yes. Yeah, I'm lined up. Wow. Yeah, I could still run that. On this one, it's because it's... I'm going to go back 2. I normally leave 4 so I can put a splitter in between there, but I'm not going to be splitting that one because it's only one bank after I input it, so I'm not going to split that one. So we'll go there. And then I'm going to want some of these. I'm watching the green line. Just to make sure that I'm lining it up. You can pretty much tell because it just goes just above where your, oh, the power line's in the way. It goes just above the other one. As far as that accordion part, this part right here, I call it the accordion part. It's basically like a soft seal to the next one. Okay. Okay, and down below, I have all of these all lined up and ready to go. So, these are all 240 lines. Like, everything's 240. I made sure of it when I was bringing it in from the desert. You know what? I'm going to run these this way. It's 1, 2. Even 1, 2. Let's go even that 1, 2. And even with the other one. Now, will these lines go right to it? Oh, it's just... can't afford. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Wow. That I can fix. It's a bit of a walk, yes, but I can fix it. So, I mean, I've had fun today. I'm a little tired. Like I said, it's been 6 hours, and I've had 6 and a bit anyways. And I got all that hooked up. Leave me a comment down below. If you want a brick by brick, part by part, build of this, or if I can skip by some of that particular stuff anyways. I figured watching me chase around, guys, it was a lot of work with the spreadsheet to get it all in the right spots, to get it... Oh, and then they're running back and forth and running out of supplies. I hope you get the point. It was a lot of BS, okay? And I don't really want... I mean, I'm not streaming. I am actually planning on streaming. I always was. But I actually found somebody that is willing to kind of show me the ropes on streaming. I've never streamed in my life. I spent a lot of time learning the editing software just to begin with, and trying to get stuff out to the channel and work and yada yada yada. I just trying to learn how to stream is wow. There's a lot to it. I don't mean that it's hard. It's just there's a lot to it. A lot to set up. A lot of parts, pieces, things, stuff that has to be done. And well, I mean, if it doesn't succeed, then I mean, I'm still going to. The plan is to still produce videos, no matter what. No matter what streaming does, no matter what happens, I'm still going to produce videos. I'm still going to finish this. I'm still going to do... I've backed off, just for some information. I have backed off of War Tales. It was a game we were playing. It's under my first looks and whatnot, but I liked it, so you all know. I mean, I liked the game. It was reminiscent of Dungeons & Dragons back in the day, but I can totally understand that it's just not something that people want to watch me play. No problem. I mean, along the way, I knew there would be... Oh, that one's not straight. Bummer. Oh, I guess that one isn't either. Not happy. Okay, oh well. I will fix that and straighten it out later, because no, I don't like that. Those got to be straight. Anyway, so War Tales we're going to back off of. Green Hell, no, it didn't take. Nobody made any messaging for it, and so we're not going to play it no more. So I'm going to back off of the other games that we were doing. Now, when I organized this channel and I started it, part of the plan was to do first looks. To look at new games that are coming out, because we thoroughly enjoy playing new games, new stuff. I plan on still doing Hydroneer because I'm getting comments and messages. And if there's people on the channel that are watching something, I'll play it. It doesn't really take me very long to play something like Hydroneer and to mix down the videos and such, because it's just me. I don't have to wait for anybody. I don't have to coordinate with anybody. So it does actually end up being a lot faster for me to play games such as that. It doesn't take me very long to do the editing and whatnot whatsoever. Believe it or not, the Valheims are taking me forever. Oh yeah. Okay. Can I fit? This takes, hang on. I'll continue my story. 1, 2, and a little bit. 1, 2, and a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep the same spacing. So, the Valheims will continue, absolutely. The Icaruses will continue, absolutely. Me and my wife still enjoy playing Icarus. Now, the problem is that me and my wife's scheduling That's where the issue comes in, everybody. Is trying to get myself and my wife sitting in the same spots, you know what I mean, at the same time. And they've done some updates for Icarus, and I'm going to say it, we've missed them. We haven't, and I don't really want to go play without my wife. You'll notice a buddy of mine, Garth, joins us every once in a while, and if he's available, then he joins us, but we're not scheduling, trying to wait for, because trying to get 3 people together, it's harsh. It really is. Which is why the Valheims have been lagging behind. Just as an FYI, just so you know, things have been lagging behind. I'm going to go close with this one as well, just to make sure that I got enough space to put belts at the end of this. Just you know, a little bit of channel info for everybody. I have, or I did at one point, I took on a couple too many games. Somebody else mentioned that I was maybe doing a couple too many games. Okay, yeah, I agree. Because if I'm lagging behind on things that I have an audience for, and I have subscribers and people that have mentioned and chatted and everything, Grounded will continue. There's a lot of comments coming through on Grounded. There's a lot of people watching it. When I look at my channel analytics, that's what I'm looking for. If people are watching it and they're commenting, they're pressing the like button, then I will continue. Every once in a blue moon, I'm going to take out a truck, and I'm going to play on American Truck Simulator. I've had a couple people ask me if I want to go play Euro Truck. No, I don't have enough maps, and I'm not going to spend the money. I did play Euro Truck way back in 2016. I played Euro Truck. Hang on, I got to think for a minute. I have 6, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got them. Okay, so now we can go into smelting right here. So I think I covered everything on the channel. Copper smelting. Oh, what am I doing? Copper smelting. Okay. So, we want enough room. Okay, and yeah, just to finish the channel news. Valheim will continue. Satisfactory absolutely will continue. Grounded will continue. Hydroneer will continue. That's 4. Satisfactory, Grounded, Valheim. And I'm thoroughly enjoying Occupy Mars. That's just something that I'm having fun playing. I might stop producing it and editing it and just play the game. If anybody catches this one and watches Occupy Mars, let me know. I have had commenters in the past on it. It's kind of backed off, so I am kind of wondering, you know, did people just get busy or... Okay, and then it comes out, and I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, let's call it 3 and a bit. 1, 2, 3, ooh, that's getting pretty close. So let's make this a little tighter. Okay, that should do. Yeah, okay, let's go there. That might change, as per usual. I change my mind far too often. So, I will go, actually. Press the R key, take out the whole blueprint. You know what? And I could move the whole thing over. I really could. I have the room, so I'm not encroaching on my road. Sorry, everybody. Okay, and just to, like, I'm gonna put the, whatchamacallits here. I changed my mind, so I just, I cut that little part out. I went too close to the road, is what happened. But to finish off what I was saying about stuff on the channel and what I'm going to cover and whatnot, somebody mentioned I was tackling a bit too much, and I was. Too many games. So the plan... Let's hammer that down. I think I need to go one that way, yes. Okay. I'm going to back off of a couple. So, Satisfactory will absolutely continue. That is I am not going to back off of this one. War Tales is gone off the channel. If anybody would really like to watch us play War Tales, it is basically a tabletop D&D replica. I don't know what else to call it, really. It replicates a lot of our old school D&D days. We had a lot of fun with it, and we have played it since. And we will probably continue to play it. Not very often. Basically when I need a break from recording and doing anything that has to do with, basically recording. I don't know about you, but I need a break from work too, right? So that's... Whoops. Get out of there. That's pretty much what we're going to deal with it like. The other one was... I took a first look at Palia. Nobody mentioned anything, so it's probably not going to get continued. A friend of mine got me to go get the game. It was free, which was neat, and I took a look at it. I mean, hey, neat game, you know, but work schedules, all the rest, I'm already tackling quite a bit. So I don't want to go taking on a game that I can't give, well, whatever to. Like, I just can't. I can't give it I don't know. I can't give it the respect it needs. Is a good word, I guess. I've played quite a bit of this one and a few others, and I'm going to continue. The truck driving game, I will continue with it, but it's not... That one doesn't take much. That doesn't... copper smelting. That one doesn't take very much at all to produce videos, to all the rest of it, so it's a fairly... I had to go one that way. Okay, this time I'm lining this stuff up, everybody. Okay, and here's how you do it. I have it on H, by the way, up on the top, and see how they're now lined up? Okay, so I can put that one in. So that's kind of one of the main purposes for H in this game, is to be able to line your stuff up. Okay, so looking for the green line. There it is. And one over. And once again, green line. And done. Okay, there we are. We're all set up. Now I can get rid of these. Now, I would do the I call it G mode, or the dismantle filter mode. But I've noticed that I take out basically floor from above me, which would not be good, right? So I end up doing those individually because I end up with less trouble later on, because I can guarantee, like, you know, I'm only deleting one at a time. Yeah, it's a bit of a time waster, but anyways, this time everything's all lined up and ready to rock and roll. Okay, so this makes this much easier. So on this side of it, it's going to be a merger. I got a burr in my throat today. So I just want to make sure that I'm close, and I'm too far away. So I could be one space closer. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Am I lined up? Yes, I am. So now I'm just going to go up to the roof with it. And 4 and 5 and last one. And then with the control key, I'm going to get rid of... Oops. I'm going to get rid of all the stuff in the middle. And the one on the bottom. So now, that leads into there. That one leads into there. This to there. That to there. That to there. And that to there. So this now gives me banks of 270 copper ore coming out. Because these are all copper ingots, and it's 30 per. 9 times 3 is 27, 270, and that fills an MK3 belt. And so I can have 2 of these come down, and that's 2 belts. Now, remember, I have 6 belts coming out of here. All right? So this only takes care of 2 belts. So now I have to find some more room. I have obviously taken up too much of my room, but I've done this before. Taken up too much room. I probably should have waited to put the whole crystal area in, but I didn't. I probably should have put the steel somewhere else, but I didn't. But that's the whole purpose for the logistic level below me. That's the whole purpose for this level, is being able to move things around or go up with it. Sorry, the resource level below, or being able to go up with it and go to my logistic level. Okay? And on the logistics level, everything just, I mean, very simply, things just move around. There's no, whatever, production being done on that level. It's just moving stuff around. So, seeing as how I can't go higher, I could try to go a bit wider, but I don't think it's going to pan out. I really don't think I can put another bank of 3 in there, and there's no point. So, I'm just going to have to deal with that. So I'm going to peel 2 belts off of here. Probably the bottom 2. Or maybe the top 2. Okay, and are we going to go up or down? You know what? It's probably easier to go down. So 1, 2, 3. Am I leaving enough space? Oh, ha ha! And 4. So, no, start with you. You're on the bottom. You're there. Oops. 3, 4. You know what? It would probably work a little better if I put these the right direction. I would like to thank the commenter that commented about pressing the R key and you change which way these go. Don't recall having that a few plays ago. A few updates ago. I don't remember having that. Used to have to put up belts and make the lift go a certain direction. Okay. So those are going to go down. I can get between them. Yeah, okay. So I can get around in here. The top 2 are what I'm going to use. Let's go... Ooh. Let's go here. Let's see how that works. Now, I'm going to want to be... I think that's tall enough. So what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these. And to continue, I'm probably going to continue doing first looks. It's basically throwing it against the wall, and if it sticks, you know, great. But if the people on the channel, if you guys don't message me and talk to me and text and comment and, you know, push the like button, you know, and all the rest of it, then I'm probably not going to tackle particular games just because I put them on first look. I do that more of a, hey, here's a look at the... I have been complimented on some of my first looks because of, I don't know, I guess I'm different than some people. But, you know what? I could make that look much neater. Just because of the way I do things and whatnot, I've been giving compliments and whatnot about doing things the way I'm doing things, and I always found it nice to not just go with one person's view. 1, 2, and go... I didn't go high enough, did I? Nope. Okay. Let's put one more. And then this goes in like that. And then that one goes in like that. And then you come over here. And you go to... Whoops. Go to there. Okay, there. That looks a little neater. But yeah, I'm going to do first looks. They don't take a huge amount of time because I don't cut a lot out. I don't do a lot of editing, and I don't do like what I did here today. I don't do, 5 or 6 hours worth of play. I'll commonly look at the clock, and after about an hour and 15 or so, I shut her down. I go through it. I cut out a little bit, try to mix it down into a 40-minute video or something resembling that. And then that's it. And it really doesn't take long to produce those. Which is why I'm probably going to continue to goof around with that kind of stuff in the future. It's more of a, for you guys. Like I said, I've been told I go about things differently. do things differently than others, which of course I do. I play music different than other people as well. So, okay, there we go. There we go. Now, I still don't have power, of course. So I got to do the power up. But yeah, I don't know. I'll leave it there. It's, to me, it's gaming. I don't know about you, but you guys take a look at stuff. You know, play... I beta tested Icarus, which is why I play it today. You know, to this day. What am I doing? I play it to this day. It's a lot of fun. I still have fun with Icarus. I know other folks are not happy with it. There's a lot of legitimate things that people say about it, that they're not happy with it and whatnot. I get it. I still like it, so I'm going to still play it. Once again, we're waiting for schedules and such, but on top of that, we're waiting for updates to come out as well. There has been a couple, and we'll try to get on that. But there was an update for Valheim as well, and I just didn't get on it. I'll be honest with you, scheduling and such. Maybe one day when I'm not working and I can, you know, make money doing this, that'll change. But until then, no, it won't. Bill's still got to get paid, right? The man still wants his money. I don't have any intentions on setting up Patreon or PayPal or any of that quite yet. I think that's too presumptuous at this point in time. I'm going to see if I actually get to the point of being monetized. If I get there, then we'll tackle that. If somebody mentions it to me and, I don't know, really has a burr up there for wanting to shoot me some cash, okay, I won't argue, but I haven't gone there. Somebody asked in whatchamacallit if I was setting that stuff up. Yes, not yet. It's like streaming to me. I want to take this in steps. Oh, I already got one there. I figure there's a progression to all things, and whether that's YouTubing and whatnot, I don't think it's any different. So, as yet, no, I don't have any of that stuff set up. Will I? At some point in time, possibly. Like I said, I think it would be a little presumptuous to start out with. Okay, I think I'm all... Let's go up top. Let's go take a look. Let's go see if I'm all powered up, ready to rock and roll. Because I'm going to need more of these. Whoa. Okay, well, I guess it helps if we connect these. Okay. Let's get that coffee cup back in hand. Oh, I went up the wrong way. Yeah, the ladder's in here. I went up the wrong way. Okay. And then he falls down. Okay. Why are you stopped? No power. Okay. There we go. Oftentimes I use the belts as my gauge as to what's going on. Because if your belts are empty, then there's an issue, right? Okay. Everything's looking good over here. Yes, I have. I'm going to go up this way because the ladder's on this side for the forager, or for the smelter. Go here. Can I get up there? No. Come on. Ah. There we go. So there we go, yeah. I'm just checking the belts. Ah. And he falls down. Yeah, as long as the belts are full, then we're good. So, to finish that little idea off, I would love it if people would support me in this. But I'm taking it, like I said, in steps. So I will get there. Eventually, I will get there, but I'm not there yet. I don't think you open a channel and then immediately monetize. You know what I mean? Immediately start asking for no. You, I think you need to go a distance first. I think the 1,000 for monetizing on YouTube is a step, and then from there, you know, there's a couple other steps that can be taken. Oh, those aren't gonna fit, are they? Bummer, dude. Okay. So I have a couple options. I can expand this way another. I'm going to be putting a power plant over there anyway, so expanding isn't a bad idea. It would mean that I have this running under, but I don't really care if that runs under the whole thing. That's not a big deal, by the way. I should close that up anyways. Yeah, I might extend this. I used up too much room doing other stuff. I thought I was leaving myself enough room, but no. As it turns out, I didn't. Some other people have actually already figured out that I haven't done a factory this big before. So, the plan, I guess I thought I mentioned it a long time ago when I first started. The plan was to build the biggest factory I've ever built. To have everything running all at once, to have everything synced. Yeah, this is just not going to fit. To have everything synced, you know what I mean, well, basically, everything's got to get sunk. And what that's going to do is all the belts are going to run at all times. It's going to be neat. I'm going to like it. I don't know. I'm going to see if it's doable, if it's possible. And then, I don't know, work it. Get it done. But that was the plan. Okay, so this is all going to be copper over here. So I'm going to need like 106 wire makers, 39 cable makers. Wow. So I'm going to end this episode here. Thanks for joining me. I laid out a bunch of channel news while I was building. I guess comment, please, on it. I know there's going to be a lot of Satisfactory watchers that watch this one. And like I said, absolutely Satisfactory will continue. But I think, having a heartfelt talk with somebody that, I'm taking on too much. Because then the recording and everything else is starting to suffer. Also, you might have noticed that I have some hiccups happening. I'm running a GTX 1080 Ti to do this. Yeah, it's an old card. So I'm going to have to upgrade. We knew this was going to happen, so the budgeting is there, so it's going to happen. Whether I build a whole new system or not, or whatnot. Now, the streaming, I did mention it. I'm not going to become a full-time streamer. I'm going to goof around with it, and I'm going to see what happens. Like any other channel and like any other content creator, we try different stuff. It's when I game, I try different games. Well, just because I enjoy something doesn't mean it's going to hit or, for the channel or for whatever. And I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly okay with things not sticking. Please comment. Whether it be in the community tab or whether it be anywhere else. I do have a Discord channel. It's part of another community. They're a bunch of World of Warcraft players, and I used to play with quite a few of them. It's a great community. They're wonderful people. But you can go there. I have a channel in there, and you can go there and leave me messages and talk to me. Oftentimes, I am actually I call it the Hangout channel. I just hang out there. Nothing opposed to you coming by and chit-chatting with me. I'm a gamer. I play games. I don't have any problem whatsoever chit-chatting with gamers at all. Be respectful and all the rest of that fun stuff because it's a channel. I don't know. Other than that, I think I'm going to at any time tackle maybe 4 games. 2 of those games are usually really, really easy to edit. One of them is a little harder. And Icarus's, we commonly have done dual footage, which makes that a little bit rougher to edit. But I'm having fun with it, and I started this channel with Icarus, so I'm not gonna back away or walk away from it. So, other than that, I'm just pointing out my power area where I'm gonna put some more power generation down there. But I wanted to speed up the end of this just to get it done. This has run on a little bit too long. The next one I'm gonna have to run power. I've now run out. I'm like 1,000 watts behind in my power, so I'm gonna have to run power. Anyways. So if you're enjoying what I'm doing on the channel, please subscribe. It helps out huge. Leave me comments on whatever game you watched, this one, that one, whatever. If I do a first look, it doesn't mean that I'm going to continue with it. And if you like, hey, like, subscribe, all the rest of fun stuff. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.